Today we're going to be showing you a gold farm that you can potentially make. I'd, I've seen people make around 150,000 gold just from this farm alone, just farming it for a while. And we're going to be farming crafting reagents that are going to craft some very nice transmog pieces. And I really think you guys are going to like this one because they're pretty easy to get to drop, and it's an easy way just to bring in a bunch of extra money. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to check those items out of the auction house right now. So as you can see, probably already searched up. If any of you are familiar with the Cobra scale pieces, you'll know how much gold they go for. So I'll look it up for you here. Alright, so these are the Cobra scale transmog items. As you can see here, the prices on these are pretty high. It's mainly rogue transmog people that are looking for these. So you can see it's a real roguey look. I mean, forgive the way I said that, I guess. But yeah, so these are the pieces that you're going to be crafting with the Cobra scale. And what we're actually going to be farming is the Cobra scale. And you can see these are the prices in my auction house right now. That's just for 10 of them. And yeah, this is, most servers are probably a little bit more than this, because my server tends to be, it doesn't sell crafting patterns like as expensively as other servers. I guess that's the easiest way to word that. But yeah, so you can see this guy has 10 of them listed for 25,000 gold. That's not too bad right there. So I'm going to give you little tips and tricks as when you're posting these on the auction house. All of the patterns for the transmog with these items end in even numbers. So you're going to want to post on the auction house like stacks of 2, because those are going to sell out easier. People that use odd numbers, if you're a crafter, you want to buy the exact amount that you need. You don't want to buy more, because then you're going to have to relist it, right? So the easiest way to do that I've found is just list only 2 of them on the auction house at a time, and just stack up, like list a ton of stacks of 2, and you'll be able to sell them off very quickly, as this transmog piece is in high demand right now. So that's about all I had to show you at the auction house. So over here, so we're going to go ahead and teach you how to farm all these, minus that guy, he does not matter. So today we are located in the Outland, so I don't have to say Calamundor, so everyone makes fun of me. And we are in Shadow Moon Valley. If you don't know where that is, it is right here in Outland, and we're right in this area right here, right in front of the cave. So as you can see, this is pretty obvious. You guys should probably know where this is. And if you don't know how to get to Outland, it is the portal in your main city. So for Stormwind, you're going to go to the Mage Tower. For Orgrimmar, you're going to go to that little cave that those gross horde people live in. So the main thing we want to kill is these snakes right here, because when you skin these, they will drop the scales that we're looking for that you saw in the first part of the video. So yes, you are going to need skinning, and that's going to make it easier. Also, Dark Moon Firewater always will increase your skinning, and that is a very good idea to go ahead and pick that up. So also, I recommend you have Bear Tartar. It's not a necessity, but it does help in all these situations. And basically, you go around, you kill these, you can loot them if you want, you're not really going to get much, but the main thing we want to do is we want to skin these, okay? Skinning is the most important aspect of this farm. It's the most important in that you have to do it, basically. But while you are skinning these, like as you can see, I'm able just to one-shot all these really fast, and there's actually in pretty big groups if you look right here. See, that was pretty much all of them. These are linked with the spawn in the cave, so what you want to do after you kill all these out here and none more are spawning, you can run into the cave and wipe out the rest of them, and it'll actually force the mobs outside to force spawn. So I'll just show you the inside of the cave real quick. You can see it's kind of a mess. There's some that spawn like just inside, just outside of it, and you probably don't have to go too far into the cave because it's not really going to be worth it. But yeah, that's how you get the ones outside of force spawn, so you can continuously loot them. This is not one of those farms I recommend you have a bunch of people do, because you're not going to be able to share like any loot at all because of skinning, basically. Like, I recommend keeping this to yourself, and after you see this video, probably don't even tell your friends about it, because they're going to want to go do it. Because this is an easy way to make extra gold, and like these things sell pretty quickly, and it's almost like a kind of like hidden thing that not a lot of people talk about. So you can also pick up motes of water from some of them. It may or may not drop I don't know. It's not really the reason you're here, though. The reason you're really here is for the scales that you're gonna get after you skin them. So, like I said, you're gonna want to go ahead, wipe everything out here that you can, and also wipe the inside of the cave. It'll force all these to force respawn, and then you'll be at a good position. You'll be able to just skin them all. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of like picking up like all the useless stuff. But also, I'll show you here. So we were at this location here. We're gonna go over here where there is another group of them. I will show you once we get over here. As you can see, there's only a group of around 2 or 3 basically that you're gonna want to kill over here. You can come here. It's definitely not as lucrative as the other location. The other location actually is much more worth your time than this one, just because of how densely packed they are. It makes everything just a lot easier. And yeah, so I definitely recommend going to the other location, not really this one, but if you're in a pinch, someone else is just constantly farming this one over here, you can always just fly right back over here and you're going to be able to kill a bunch of them. The easiest way I have seen this farm done in the past and by myself, just running it a few times, what I do is I run around the outside, wipe all of them, and basically, like as much as I can, I skin everything I can, and then I run inside the cave and wipe everything in there and skin that. Now, some occasions you are going to come to this farm, and there is going to be a guy or two basically out here doing the same thing after I post this video. So, you're going to want to go over here if that's too busy, because you can always just come back once that guy leaves, or whatever he's up to. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I farm this location. I basically just run around the outside and work my way up to the top and wipe everything, and then after that they will force respawn. Yeah, so basically come over here, kill all these mobs that you can, and skin them. I wouldn't really bother with any other location. There may be a few of them, but really it's not even worth your time, just because of how far away they are. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to do that when you could just sit there and skin all of them. Now I've seen people pick up, 5 scales in like 10 minutes, which is pretty good for skinning, and you're also going to get some extra like weird leather and stuff with that as well. But yeah, so I just told you guys everything. You guys should be ready to go out into the open world and go ahead and start farming this for yourself. Things to remember: Dark Moon Firewater, get Bear Tartar, that good stuff. You have to have a skinning person. If you cannot skin, you cannot do this farm. Please, take that to heart. If you can't skin, you can't do this farm. And as you can see, they're not responding because I didn't wipe anything in the cave. So if you ever come to this issue, that's your go-to. I'm trying to answer all the questions so that you guys don't have to come back and try to rewatch this video or like worry about anything. So yeah, you should be good. That should be enough information for you guys to go ahead and continue. And you should be pretty well off with this farm. I definitely suggest doing it. It's a good way to make a ton of extra gold, and since they sell so easily, it's a good way just to buff your gold income, basically, because